budgets among many young professionals, me included, has been debt coming out of college. And the group wants to know that given the fact that the average debt went up to $24,000 for each college graduate in 2009, what would be your role as governor and the state government's role to help mitigate that?
Well, the best mitigation is let you keep more of your money so you can pay your debt back. You can get a better job and have a better wage. I think that your education is still a good investment. I regret that it costs as much as it does right now. But the bottom line of it, it's still a good investment, and I think you're a bright young man, or you wouldn't have chosen to incur that debt if you didn't think there was going to be a good return. So I think that people can work and get scholarships. In my situation, I worked the entire time that I was in undergraduate school, and I didn't have a lot of debt when I got out of college. But things are changed. Even in current dollars, education costs more than it did. I think the marketplace will take care of the debt situation, and people can pick and choose. They can go to institutions that and have some impact on the tuition. But I think that having a job to make sure that you have a plan to pay it back is a better mitigator than trying to influence these institutions. I will give you an example of what I think is a problem for a region like Northern Kentucky. Obviously, private colleges that are here that do a very good job have higher tuition than the public schools do. So we've always, been in competition with private colleges as we make public colleges available. But Northern Kentucky University, for example, it has a disadvantage over the University of Kentucky or the University of Louisville because it does not have the business appendages to generate agency funds that those other institutions do. The University of Kentucky has a cash cow down there in its hospital, medical center, and it has relatively cheap medical personnel and residency and internship programs, and they do all these sort of things, generate a lot of money down there at the university. University of Louisville has research, as does UK, research parks and things as research universities where they can generate intellectual property and patents and those sort of things and keep a portion of that and roll that amount. If you look at the percentage of their costs there at the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville compared to what the state puts into Northern Kentucky University, you will see that Northern Kentucky University has done a tremendous job under the leadership of Dr. Vitruga in keeping tuition as low as it is. It's amazing, really, what they've done to keep it as low as it is. So I think that we have to look at our public colleges and universities and make the possibility of them being involved in research, not to try to get them to be a research university like UK or U of L and their mission statements, but to allow them to get involved in the business community and do the level of research that might help them generate other funds, because in the future, with our economic situation being the way it is, I really don't believe there's going to be a lot more money in the state of Kentucky for the foreseeable future until we turn our business model around to put a lot more money in higher education, because elementary and secondary education is going to be quite a burden, and the legacy cost of our unfunded pension plans is going to eat away a lot of the new money that's generated. If not cut the muscle, it probably will cut the bone. So I think that you have to give these institutions the authority to go out and have a more private institution mindset where they can create a certain amount of revenue stream to help keep the tuition rate down, knowing what a valuable partner it is.